taking a break, taking a break. So we had a few people in our physical class today. Uh, phew, working it out. I want to do a little mirror work today, so I'll wait for you guys to kind of come in. And I call it mirror work, but it also can be up against a wall. So that will be fine as well. Find you a wall, a flat surface. The mirror is very reflective and it makes it very, very cute. So, or I should say, not just cute, but sensual. Absolutely sensual. I, I trust that everybody has their knee pads. You see, I've got my knee pads. My knee pads working. I'll pull them up a little bit further. We're going right into up against the wall. And we're just going to deal with some alignment today. A little alignment, alignment. It's really good for you. Absolutely, really, really good for you. Okay. So go ahead, get yourself up against the wall. I'm going to go ahead and filter myself so I can make sure I am within that range. I trust you can see me. You definitely can see me. And so we're going to just go ahead and fold our legs right up against the wall, the glass, whichever one you have. So I'm just going to sit and we're going to do a little breath work first. Inhale, exhale, release. Inhale, exhale, release. All right. So you need those knee pads so you don't hurt your knees, injure your knees at all. Up against the wall. So we're going to turn both towards the wall, towards the glass. I'm hoping that's not too much of a reflection where you can't see me. So you're going to go ahead and bring those feet straight on up to the glass, up to the glass. Press in through the glass. Press, 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 which is really good. Good for those ankles as well as your toes. So you're going to press, press, press. Bring it down now. Knees. Knees as close as you can to the wall. So knees to wall. Lower the body. Breath, breath. It's a good relaxing moment, especially if you have already been up and about, working out in the gym, doing your cardio, your weightlifting. This is also you're gonna feel in your lower back. All right, so you're pressing through those deep breaths. If you want to, you can go ahead and get those fire breaths. Now come up onto those knees again. Feet go down to the floor. Mindful of your breath. You're inhaling deeply. Raise, 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 raise. And exhale, release. You're going to throw that right or left arm underneath the other arm and then slowly rotate the arm straight. Give yourself a few breaths. Bring the arm down. And I do the same thing on the opposite side. So inhale, exhale. And straight on up. We're going to bring ourselves back to center. And you can do an infant child pose right here. All right, so for some of us, we might need to deepen those postures. I am going to slowly move this over to the side so you can, I hope there's not too much of a glare. Okay, I hope there's not too much of a glare. Okay, so when you're ready to do your inversions. Again, everything is your breath work and it is the strength of your upper body. Placing yourself up against the wall is going to ensure that you have alignment, a lot of alignment. Okay. We want to do a boat first and foremost. So, those of you that don't know what a boat is, I'll come around, show you a boat. Okay. I'm going to slightly turn to the side a little bit. So that's when you're bringing your knees to your chest, rocking up. You're bringing your knees together. This is you holding your boat. Okay. Make sure you point your toes. So core work, core, 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 straight on up. You're holding your boat. Breath, breath, breath. Okay. So we're going to do a boat. We're going to do a boat, but we're going to do the boat up against the wall. Okay. So this is where we're going to need our forearm strength to do such. Make sure you stay mindful of your breath. You're breathing through your breath, breath, breath. All right. Breath, breath, breath. Go ahead. Get yourself well adjusted. Breath, breath, breath. Now you're going to plant yourself down onto those elbows. While you're onto your elbows, we're going to go ahead and extend one foot up. It doesn't matter which one you choose, just make sure that you're secure. So you plant and push into the wall. You push into the wall, you lift. And when you lift, you tuck. You tuck the head so everything tucks together. You lift and you press into the wall. Okay? Step down and you're coming back into that boat that's upside down. Okay? Staying mindful of your breath. You're going to do it again. You're going to go right into the wall. Okay? Keep the breath, pace the breath. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Okay? Mindful of your breath. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to plant into the wall. Press, plant. Now we're going to tuck with our elbow. So now we're going right to the glass. Tuck, tuck, tuck. Bring yourself up right to the glass. Okay? If this is too strong for you, just come back against the wall because it is a lot of weight. You're going to have to get used to holding your weight on your shoulders and your forearms and tucking the core in tightly. Breath. So if it's too much, more advanced, let's start with the beginners. And the beginners would, you simply would just lift, plant the opposite foot, lift, and tuck and up. Okay? Tuck and up. Very simple. But everybody has their mobility, flexibility journey. So depending on where you are, you want to make sure you breathe that through all the way, okay? Breathing it through all the way. I'm going to scoot this over again. One more time. Hi, beloved. Greetings, greetings. All right, so we're doing a boat on the wall, or we could say onto the glass, the mirrored glass. So again, if it's too strong for you, you're down on your elbows. You're going to tuck the opposite foot. Bring this one up, and you're just going to lift and hold, and then back down. Lift, hold, tuck. All right. Mindful of your breath. Come down to an infant child pose. Breath, breath, breath. Allow your arms to relax fully or their shoulders roll out. Now, this will help also if you're dealing with shoulder injury, but you want to take care. So you're going to breathe all the way through that, though. Breath, breath, breath. Push all the way back. Breathe to a point you start relaxing the neck and you're tilting the head up where you can come down on that chin. Now, again, that may be a lot for most of us. So you want to make sure you take your time with that, okay? Staying mindful for your breath. We're going to breathe through. So I'm turning the other way. Ultralato. I'm turning towards the mirror now, okay? I'm trusting and believing you can understand me. If I need to move the camera over, you'll let me know, okay? All right, so now we're going to do the same type of tuck, but we're going to tuck ourselves towards the wall, okay? Towards the glass. And I do have a very big reflection on the mirror. Hey. Yes, we got to learn things piece by piece sometimes, okay? So, again, now we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go down, tuck, and we're going to lift ourselves here. So we're coming up onto one foot, and we're going to press up and come back down. Again, press and up and back down. Now, to get ourselves up higher, we're going to extend ourselves up like onto a boat, okay? So this is what it looks like when you're there and comfortable, okay? So you're mindful of your breath. You can tuck your head, rest your head onto the floor. Camille, up, press, press, and you can go right into the wall, okay? So I allow myself to fall into the wall. You can control it with your breath and your toes, okay? This is controlling. Breath and your toes. Mindful of your breath, it's the same thing, okay? Mindful, mindful, mindful. Now, this same posture is the posture that we call the boat. So you're here, mindful of your breath. You're going up, tuck the toes, point, and bring your arms straight on up. This is your boat, okay? No influence, just you, your core, your glutes, and your legs, okay? So, last thing, we're going onto our knees. I'm going to do this again slightly, but I'm going to turn the camera a little bit more. We're going to take it back. We're going to take it back. I know that glare is special, but let's go here. So we're here up against the wall, mindful of the breath, breathing it through all the way down. Breath, breath, breath. Inhale deep. Exhale, release slowly. Breath, breath, breath. We're going to lift ourselves straight on up. Breath onto our head. And then we're going to rotate the foot back, touch the wall with your toes. Allow yourself to rest now. When I say rest, push the cooler into the wall and the legs go straight up. You're resting, mindful of your breath, breathing it through. Your toes, your feet come back down. Press, pull them together. Breath, extend one leg, then the other for a solid landing. Go through your infant child pose. Breath, breath, breath. Breathing it through. All right, beloved. So I need you to be practicing your boat, okay? And your boat, again, be mindful that your boat is your core work, that core action work. So that means you got to get used to, even if you have to find you a wall, the back up against the wall. Breath, breath, breath. Extend the legs. Breath, breath, breath. Bring the legs back in. Do these a couple times. Exercise as well as your breath. Exercise those legs going up and down as you're pressing into the wall. Total extension, okay? Mindful of your breath. getting used to being able to lift that leg, okay? Lifting that leg up and down, rotating opposite side. Get used to it, mindful of the breath, planting the hands. Make sure you plant the hands and you face them out. Breath and extend the leg and bringing it back down. I trust and believe the more disciplined you are with your practice, you will be able to do your boat efficiently, okay? You'll be able to make sure that that boat is done proper, whether you're up against the wall or you're doing it freestyle with just your core work. All right. I trust and believe this will help you. Do have a wonderful day. I am going to get ready for my other class. But I thought I would stop by and do just a simple move, just something very simple that would help all of us with our core work, okay? Uh, I will most definitely be seeing you guys soon. Do let me know too in the comment section which postures you want to really, you would like for me to go a little deeper in, because this was a request. Most definitely, it was a request. Certain people's like, okay, wait a minute, I need you to do things one at a time. So definitely sending that out to those of you that would have wanted to know about the boat. Okay. Do have a wonderful day. Ciao for now, beloveds. Besito grande.